Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be playing Dark Souls. And for this, I suppose I'll just do this. I'm going to do a very risky thing. Right now I'm probably going to go with who should I go as? I'm probably going to have to go as a thief, which many people will say is a bad choice because they really have a bad weapon, but it's not that bad if you can use it. Well, is my audio choice? Okay, so yep, audio is coming through. Perfect. I'll go with this. Let's see. I'll go gold. Yeah, this is a good enough character. So,
in the age of ancients,
hello to you.
The world was unformed,
watching,
shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arched trees, and everlasting dragons.
So, I'm not gonna talk.
But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty gods peeled apart their stone scales. Witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. Seeth the scales betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. age of fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Say that this is my favorite game of all time, and yeah, you would probably hear because you heard the remastered is coming out in it's coming out 11 days from now, which is really good. And I well and truly I might get on the Switch simply because it would allow me to play my favorite game on the go. And yeah, how about we shoot for 2 hours per stream? That's reasonable and that could be reasonable. 2 hours, and the graphics aren't the best graphics that this game can do, simply because it's in a window so that I can check the stream. But a challenge that I'd suggest anyone who plays this game try, which I'll try once and then not try again, unless I succeed, which would be the best. But beat the tutorial boss right at this point. You can see him right up here. He just wants to wait for you to come to him. He doesn't really want to come down himself, just so that he gets a grand entrance. So this is a good challenge. Wanted to this is a really big challenge because when you damage the health bar, the damage you've done appears in yellow. As you can see, mine is so minuscule that it's not appearing. And this is the easiest way to perform this is go with Black Firebomb, but there's no way to do this. Just punch him. But as you can see, this is easy, just really difficult. Now, I also recommend rotating one direction. It just makes it easier to see. And when he swings, you move the direction that he's swinging. If you stand right behind his leg, you can swing it to all do the same thing. And yep. See, I never actually completed this simply because look at what happens when you mess up. This is easy when to go to the rest of the tutorial, but the reason that I'm not using the sword that you start with is simply because this is the same amount of damage for less time. It takes longer to swing the hilt than it does to just throw a punch. But yeah, as you can quite clearly see, this is not a very easy battle. But succeeding in this does provide you with his hammer. So, yeah. You can't use it because look at the size of that thing. But, yep. Late game. And obviously I've seen how this is probably, and now and then, there's death in this game. Probably going to be the only death in quite a while. But now you'll see where it's really nice. Oh, these frame rates aren't doing great. Well, there's my souls, there's the demon, let me just... No thank you. He's way too slow. Now, the whole reason they put this here is so that in case you die to the altitude biome from there, you don't have an issue of a soft It is quite simply, it would soft lock simply due to the fact that you can't enter there once you've escaped. Yep. This game isn't as hard as people say it is, but don't try to kill him with your broadsword. This does so much more damage. And this is the worst starting weapon. Well, except for the sorcerer, his is worse. His is worse. So... Now, the guy right here, you can kill him right now and just take what you want from him. But you'll get more souls, but more of a challenge if you just talk to him. I just realized that.
And this?
No, he was just talking about keeping the torch alight and being the chosen undead to rekindle the first flame.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
He's going to go hollowed, and you can return here, but then he's going to be hollowed. So keep that in mind. And you can do this knife is the most powerful if you can perform parries and backstabs, as I've so far done. That's the reason that I like this class. It's really good. But only if you have the skill to wield it. Now, many people say that parrying in this game is too easy. It's not too easy. It's easier than the rest of the games. But that's only because in this game, the animations match up. In the rest of the games, it doesn't. When you do this, if the sword ever touches the shield, their attack is done. So that was a bad timing. Oh well. Now, any critical, this does more damage, the knife that I'm using does more damage on critical strikes. So naturally it's by far, but it's better if you can execute them, and those are backstabs, parries, and falling attacks. And this here is much stronger than, and it's probably the strongest unit in the tutorial, apart from the Asylum Demon, which I missed. Oh well. This also is one of the few weapons to inflict bleed, which means if you get enough consecutive hits, you're going to kill them. Very easy. But remember that it still does the same damage, so not like it's easier to survive. The only difference is now you also have the Estus Flask, so if you ever take damage, it's not a deal breaker. Oh well, you just have to get up, get out of the way. So, if we killed him any other way, if we killed him before we got our weapon, shield, and Estus Flasks, we'd also receive his hammer, which is really powerful. Really powerful. Now, the multiplayer aspect in this game basically goes unused, simply because, well, look at this. This is a 2011 game. Tons of people play it, but if you're in the earlier sections, no one will be there, except maybe at the gargoyles, but still. Now, there are much better weapons than this knife. This knife is only is ahead of every other knife, but still way behind any other weapon. Like, maybe this weapons? I don't like this guy. I really don't like this guy. Don't know if I should kill him right away or not, saying that there's no benefit to keeping him alive, as he'll only come after me later. I'll just leave him alive. Well, so this way there's items, that way there's a covenant. And in case you were wondering how the game controls, left bumper is shield, left trigger is parry, left bumper is standard, right bumper and right trigger is heavy.
Hello there. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested
They
that
do
we
say
retain
different
our
things if
distance,
you talk to
but
them
I also
multiple
want you to
times,
know
so
that it is not meant in ill
do
will.
that if you
Here,
think there's more.
take this as a token of
If
peace.
they go into a
No,
menu
go
or just
ahead.
mock you,
It's for you.
don't keep it up.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I have to. So what would that?
Yes.
Very well.
I don't have a covenant yet. So it's better to have a covenant instead of no covenant.
Now only.
And gestures, you can only do gestures in one specific way. So like, see here that these cost a lot of souls. But now we're at the part where you're getting souls pretty easily. So, great heal, I would say no. But normal heal, yeah. I'd probably say yeah, mainly because the heal has 5 uses, takes up the same space, is easier to use, and is cheaper, while the great heal has only 1 use. In here we have the talismans, which here we see a description. See, now this is actually one that is pretty
Come again.
risky to choose, because late game, that is by far the worst. Because if it does not share with space, it starts out the best, but at the end it's by far horrible. It has literally no use late game, unless you want a really bad run. Because right here, easy way to get, anyone would tell you, easy way to get stuck. Not. It just leads out to here. So don't fall there, because you can just get right back out, but it takes too much time. So here is, of all things, I never see very rare. The first time that I played this, I was horrible at it. But I was shocked when I saw no one else, very few people come down here. I mean, look look at this. That's good for PvP. Oh wait, now you don't need to buy a talisman. And you get another bleed weapon. Here you get stuff to teleport straight to a bonfire, and here... Well, I actually forgot, so I have to actually look it up. And this is how you look stuff up. You literally just go here. Where is it? Here. Go. Perfect. That's also good for PvP. No. So here's the one time that the two chances of speed being heavy are if you're doing a scythe one, which I have done before. They are very fun. It's very easy to get powerful early. Just run through there, get all the way over, and then you grab the scythe. But every enemy in here can basically one-shot you. So no. I'm good with parrying, but not on this level. Running is by far better because it limits bad choices. It simply limits... Out of the way. Run. I don't care. And now they despawned and respawned. So imagine having to do that, but as a class with a somewhat competent melee weapon, and if you're really good, 15 minutes to get the scythe. And here we are. Wait, did he just stab him right below his crotch and he died? He's weak to oxygen. If I stab oxygen, he'll die. Yay. Poor guy. He shouldn't have been on ice. Hello. And he's also dead. So, I actually was planning on doing this since Christmas when I got my friend this game. We were gonna stream it together, but he's just not doing it, mainly because he doesn't want to, which is a bad excuse, if any. You can call it an excuse, it's a bad one. Oh. No more. Mine, thank you very much. I have to do it this way simply because I don't want to risk it, so this is the same guy that we fought earlier. He layered down this same path. He's going to soon become the predominant enemy, to say the least. Here, predominantly, he's not predominant. It's very... Here we go. The Ring of Sacrifice is a really good ring. And here we go, back on track. I'm gonna take a pit stop back so that I don't have to heal. Because this is the only bonfire, or at least it's the only one so far that it's just gonna get intense. And I would also like to say that thank you for watching. You started in character creation and are still watching. Thank you. And I should mention there is a delay. There's a seconds delay. No more. But he just almost dove to his death. Now, if you want more souls, do a critical strike to kill them. AKA what I'm doing right now to this poor knight. Now, he has horrible aim, I might add. Though do keep in mind, the guy back there, he is extremely weak to bleed, so if you want to do this, kill him with this knife. It's way easier than killing him with anything else. The white clear things out, phantoms, and the red and bloodstains show how they die. What I like about this area though is that it has just enough room for this weapon to not bounce off the wall. And yeah, there's lots of things to do here. Now this is actually quite laggy, but I still have good enough timing. That has to be the saddest way to die. You just fell down to your death. The thing is, whenever you see a ranged guy, you can bet there are melee guys nearby, so that I should also mention that this game is built around melee combat, so choosing the Pyromancer or the Sorcerer is good if you want an easy time through the Pyromancer especially. The Deprived is one of the better runs for skilled players, as it starts out with more points than any other, meaning that late game PvP is super easy. Oh, this is the guy that I killed earlier. This is the first time I've actually been here, because I haven't noticed this before, so... Oh. Oh, right, you guys come up from the ground. Made a mistake. But talking about mistakes, I wonder. Wow, I keep missing him. Well, I guess I just have to go down there and deal with it normally. Now see, that's a lie. This is not a problem. Or is this? Or this? But that guy is actually helpful because he tells you right away. You want to snap their hands. That way, when they come out, before they come out, and if you hit their hands, they automatically are forced to let go. So if you do that before they're all the way up, they kind of have to fall to their deaths. But there's two ways to reach this, and I'm taking the easy way. Though it actually took me only months ago when I was preparing to stream this that I actually find out that actually existed by rolling into it and finding there was a pit. Now, the first time through, I took this path right away, and of all things, most people say they took the path to the catacombs or the path to New Londo Ruins as soon as possible, which was right behind the tree at Firelink. But I actually didn't notice that. Oh, here's a dragon. Oh, and there's no more dragon. But hey, now you can no longer drag on. But note that the reason range units are oftentimes needed by Mayday is simple. Notice that if these guys weren't here, I'd never be getting hit because I could just dodge them off. Here I have to actually fight, so I don't have time to just dodge and dodge and dodge. I have to actually keep us up and not die right away. Just wait. It's gonna happen soon. Perfect. Goodbye. Now, oh yeah, the lag is real. After all, this was 2011. I'm actually gonna quickly check something right here. Level up some. I'm thinking maybe going Faith. After all, once I reach 25, well, things are gonna get crazy, but first I probably wanna put some in endurance. And a bit in there, probably one in Faith. I want to reach the point that I can easily hold. So great, there we go, up to what I want it to be. This is what I'd say the best game of all time. It is simply a masterpiece of difficulty. I probably shouldn't have leveled up. That was probably the dumbest thing I could have done. done. Someone left a message. Well, what does it say is the question. Huh. Popular current comment. Perfect. Totally never messed that up. Because that actually was horrifyingly bad. Now I hate that guy because he just comes up no matter what. But the reason that he was standing oddly on that bridge back there was simple. There's actually only, he has a chance to, with the proper spacing, he'll do a jump attack. And but the issue is, they don't counter him the exact y-axis, so he'll miss, hit the wall, and fall to his death, saving me any hassle of killing him. These enemies I love. They'll only strike under 2 conditions. You strike first, or you don't have your shield up. Because these characters have the best wind-up. It's short enough, but long enough for you to have plenty of time to be like, okay, parry, but short enough that even if you parry early on, you're still gonna win. Those are the easiest enemies to parry. But I messed up, so I'll just kill him. But the reason that he came down here was simple. You want to talk to this guy. I want to buy don't want to buy that. But I also kind of do, so I did. But you want to get a short bow and... Well, let's be realistic here. Now, you probably want to have 100 of these, which adds up to you wanting the huge price tag of 2,000 souls, actually.
Oh, I hope... Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake, and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave. So,
you know my, the thumbnail that I used? The thumbnail I used...
What a waste of time.
...was fan out made by... It was made by Sackcloth Samuel, who I put in the description, his link to his Imgur page. But anyway, oops, wrong item. What was it? There's a big mistake there. So, earlier I said this. So, you might not notice this, but this is the easiest way to get a crossbow. I'm not using a crossbow. Maybe for one section because I don't want to spend more on arrows than all I'm going to. But the whole reason I'm doing that is to counter a sorcerer. Because as I described earlier, they are a pain in the... For the enemies, a pain in the butt. For me, a pain in the butt. For basically everyone, they were a pain in the butt. Wow, perfect timing. Actually, that is a fair thing to do. I did actually think of that. What happens if you manage to attack the Drake? Will it stay and then you're able to kill it? But anyway, now I can have 82 arrows, only needing 180 souls, and then another 1,000 for the bow. But the thing that I want with the bow is simple. The Drake and the Sorcerer. The best way to counter range is more range, and the best way to get a powerful weapon early on, either do the crazy difficult Scythe one, which is honestly much cooler, or take another look at the Drake. Oh yeah, I made up on that mistake. So, yep. 13 minutes and an hour have already gone by. So, yeah. Here's a blood stain where you can see how someone had two at a flat. Died to range. Anyway, now's probably the point that I'm gonna go forth and do the challenge. See, the actor's already scared of it. He knows exactly what I'm doing. What I'm doing here is simple. I'm simply using his here's the best shot I have at this. The first shot is by far the easiest because the knight isn't actually here to stop. Cut that. Oh my god, that's a mistake. Choice. That I didn't mess it up. This would have the second death already. So it's best not to drink during combat unless you're so close to death that it's better. But in any case, there's a guy right behind there. Always be suspicious. After all, someone literally wrote a note. Give me a second. That's So chests in this game can either be a mimic or the real deal. Oh, and they should probably also mention the fact that I'm hollowed right now and don't just want to go human just yet, so I'm gonna stay hollowed. But they can either be actual chests or mimics. This is an actual chest. But mimics, they are rough. But the thing is, the third game, they appear in the first area. The best thing to do in the third game is hope you already know where the mimic is your first time through. Remember that this is about repetition until you succeed, so of course it's going to have almost insta-kill traps that lead to rough combat. How else are you gonna learn? Don't be accepting of random loot. It's probably not random. It can easily be a trick. Oh my god, he landed on my head. Oh no, shame on me. He landed on my head. No. Long live the king. Anyway, let's go grab the last guy. Hey, you appear to be stuck. Do you need Clippy? If so, too bad. The bomb and Microsoft still want it. Don't do that. How rude. I don't actually know of anything here. You can easily get there, but why would you ever want to be here? But I do it because I know that someone who watches this later probably will want to see it. Do keep in mind that I can read your comments, so if you comment, I'll be able to read it. So yeah. Anywhere. So, be wary of fire. sniper. I'm gonna make a hurried path back, so you know. Now, the face that you see on them of the undead merchant, the master key can actually open this house, so no danger. Why would you ever have that little corner in your house and not have a bed? Oh, so that guy's decided to pay me a little visit. Oh. Many people also put down troll messages, but there's no projectile here. Weaknet, imminent. Trap. So anyway, here is the toughest enemy so far. This is an enemy who will only respawn in the final area. And they give you enough time to do this. Okay, messed up. About to say back off. The best way to back off is to back off here. Get him to a location where you have the advantage. Notice the size of his blade and look at mine in comparison. His is huge. Get out of the way is probably something that I'll be doing. Second death. Second death. Great. The only thing we lose is soul, so don't worry. And humanity, but we rejuvenate. Oh. Made it! But no, we didn't. It's a sad thing. Civilian death allows me to live. He just knows his neck. Based on the rating here, the image shown will be different. But this time I don't have the advantage. Or do I? If there even is an advantage, knowledge is the best advantage. From this point on, he won't open the door because it's already opened. Let's see, that's pretty cool. This is the only equipment so far that we have that actually has bonus crypting. So this weapon is by far better if you can land a crit. So just try to crit. Don't die. Simple rules to live by. Don't die. Aim for a crit. Don't die. He made a decision. See, the thing is, you're only going to take out ranged kills. I don't care how strong melee guy is, unless the ranged guy literally does nothing or very little, is it acceptable to not instantly go after him. Specifically because of one thing. If you go right at him, you'll not die. Something else is this. The Black Knight actually is overpowered at the beginning. But of course he is. He's a Black Knight. What did you expect? And the thing is, you don't really have the time to use a firebomb either. I mean, it's a firebomb. That got me a humanity. 3,000. Oh. So by 5,000 kills a lot. It's a nice reasonable screen time, right? 3 to 5. This is a pretty sad stream here. Thanks for watching. I'm still playing for quite some time. Turn around. if you can parry his attack, you are golden for the game. His attacks are some of the harder to parry, but if you parry them, good God, is he dead. Yeah, so that was probably the craziest. Nope, you're not gonna get the better of me. You gotta get over here, mate. You've been lazy. Stop being lazy. Lazy. Laziness. You're too lazy. I tell you, you're lazy. Lazy. So, circle right. Dead. Okay. Not dead? Well, I guess I need to do it again. Who? Dead. I got his sword? Made me want to use his sword. Holy crud. But that's a great sword. Like, I think I can do it. Oh, what a shame. Can't feel it. So yeah, I have to pick and choose, so for the time being, no. Not crazy. Here we go. Save at that. Paste this out. Yeah, that's actually beautiful. But the sky for the best, like the sky is beautiful in this game. Look over there. Like, that's what people miss out about life. The sunlight. It's beautiful. And nowadays, you don't see it much. If you live in the city, you might never see it or never have seen it because there's too much smog. Now the blue ring, it's powerful. It's really powerful. Now don't try to jump that's impossible. Jump. This is how far you can jump. So say you jump here, you end up about here that you landed. Pretty sizable jump, but nowhere near that. If you're going down, maybe. But down. No, but I want to try and do it right now, so I'm not gonna go and take the safe route. Yeah, I probably need to go back for that bow. But don't worry. Soon we'll have another strong weapon on our side. And some people dislike the bottomless box. I don't know why. Because there's no inventory rate, so there's not really a point to having it. But the reason for having it is to declutter your inventory if you're nowhere near someone to sell to. After all, speed runs, if you're trying to get through something, you might need speed to get through something. And with that, you'll most definitely want to have easy to get through inventories. Do they have anything to sell? If it has a negative rating, something's wrong with it.
Ow, still think I never had.
Now, we could totally buy all this. And I probably will.
Yeah, I'm not here to we talk. Hey, what's the matter?
So now we're probably gonna end the video at the Taurus Demon or the bonfire after that, depending on how I'm feeling. But I did find out something that is somewhat useful. Oh, and if we go forward, we have Havel. Don't try Havel yet. Try him later on, but not yet. That would be the dumbest path ever. But actually, probably do want Black Firebomb for this. And replace these with Pine. Now we're set. He's weak to basically every element. Whoa, that's actually cool. So from here, we can see everywhere below, and can we see... Actually, I think we need to go back up to show you that. So we would... So... Whoa! So that's how the map looks. Like, I keep trying to envision this three-dimensionally, and it never makes sense. But now it does. Like, you see... Wait, is there anything over there of use? Where's the top? But, so, think back to earlier in the stream and you'd know that, well, you weren't because you weren't here at the very beginning, but here you can see that oh, someone liked my message. How nice. The way I was saying was that down there, right there-ish, you will see those, that rocky area down there with the giant tree. That's where Firelink Shrine is. So you go up there, then you go along the bridge all the way over there, where you'll soon go forward and forward, fight the Taurus demon here, then cross the bridge, get to the cathedral, and go back to Firelink. Now I'm pretty much dead? I think he's dead. First try! First try! So, let's get on with this. Can I reveal this, right? Good. So, you might notice So if you watched the recent Nintendo Direct, which you probably have, when you're looking at Dark Souls, how could you not? You'll have noticed this guy is now an amiibo, because he's everywhere.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
See, he's just a nice guy.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. We are amidst the flow of the very fabric wavers. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
So anyway, let's get down to business to defeat them all. Come back. Run. Head by Soler. Ah, look at that. Healthy surge. Let's going. This is a very another one. How you do it. See his tail? Over there. Moving back and forth. Back and... Mr. Dragon? Tail. It's not real. Don't move. Is the boss right after this guy? Is that so? This is the way to get a strong weapon easily. If I was feeling confident in my abilities, which, trust me, I don't, I get Dark Souls. How could I? By any means, feel bad. minor damage to his tail continuously, which is eventually going to give me a weapon. The new tube of a weapon. The next one would be the Black Knight Halberd, which I might as well use. I'm still posting it. So nice calm. The fact that enemies are very easy to exploit. If you know that his tail is a weapon, and you get by chopping off his tail, you don't have to chop it off, you just have to kill his tail before you kill him. And that does contribute to his overall health stat. So, but after it's gone, it's just a stop. Then you can just move up and just keep it there, instead of just continuously shooting him. So, I've not received a single message. Oh my goodness. And yeah, probably bored. I didn't check. This is actually really good to do. But hey, it's gonna make it easier and you're not gonna see me doing the same stuff as often. Now, the fun in Dark Souls is of course dying. And how could I forget dying? But here you go. Told you so. So let me test. Can I hold it? No. But this does 200 damage. And how much strength do I have? I need 7 more levels? Well, at least I might have a bonfire, and that's actually feasible. What do you mean I'm not at a bonfire? Don't you know? Really? The nice thing is that they acknowledge that many players will die here a couple times and put one right before and right after. So that if you take a mess up, it's not going to count against you. Good Lord. Remember, that's really powerful. You can easily kill the Drake with the Drake sword. You died. Don't die. This time, I'm gonna shoot him and just run, not picking up the Titanite claymores, etc. and just leave. The spy hander is pretty good though, so that's like much later. Main for him. You get to run past the gate. After all, any other ray already dead. Hide behind this wall, and you won't be able to kill. Now. But that is a nasty patch. The Garrus. Just a second. I guess you'll be... I think this is a good spot to end it. Well, I'll see you guys next time.